But guys, I'm telling you, the next one is the title run. Tony Ferguson is aging less gracefully than Joan Rivers. He's trying to reconstruct a sagging career, but he's just butchering his legacy, bloating out his record, and even his biggest fans can't recognize him anymore. Who is he, am I right? Tony and Chiesa were just looking like they were trying to cast spells on one another for like a few minutes. Chiesa pulled out his cheat code and Tony tapped. End of that story. From Fergie to Figgy. Now this is how you turn around and research. Take notes, Tony. Figgy must be eating good at this new weight class because he dropped Chio all over that canvas and didn't rush down to eat up the crumbs. There was a body shot in the second that shifted my soul out through my sternum. I think that we should get Figgy and Jan in like a miniature octagon and suspend all rules for a second. Like distract the commission by telling them that Jon Jones, Conor McGregor and Paulo Costa are over there. I feel cheated by Chio though. Like, he used to control this Hollywood narrative where he'd be falling behind and then at the last minute he'd dig in and crumple someone's modelling career with a front kick. Now it's just a bad art house movie. Now we saw Dagestani's Doc Cotton throwing kicks like he's auditioning for the Moulin Rouge. If this was a great fight, it was like they were unaware that there was a whole octagon to work with and they just stayed closer than DDP and his coach the whole time. Oleksiejczuk could have wrestled more if he cared about winning, as that continues to be an inconvenience to Shara. But it wouldn't have been as fun as watching Magomedov fold in on himself like a flan in a cupboard to throw those short elbows. I'm pretty sure he concertinaed hard enough to create a new joint somewhere along the way. Finally, the main event came with this very predictable cacophony of casual cries of crotch sniffing and conspiracy. Because why would you watch the fight before getting annoyed about it? That just wastes valuable time that could be spent raising your blood pressure. Cory's elite anti-grappling set the stage for this fight, but it was Umar right in the story, reminding us all that he is not Khabib. He's a talented, long-range striker who throws his jabs and kicks with both power and precision. And he was prepared. He was prepared for Cory to stuff his takedown attempts. He was prepared to not just stand and strike with Sandhagen, who is an incredible, technical, extravagant striker who puzzles everyone who stands in front of him pretty much. Umar didn't just stand with him, he outstruck him like no one ever has. Sandhagen has this immense, consistent pressure for 5 rounds. Umar more than matched it, he snuffled it. Snuffled it out. But 50-45 on the scorecards was a bit much. Honey, your bias is showing. And it takes something away from Umar's performance because now everyone who cares to can say that Cory was never going to win on the scorecards because it was in Abu Dhabi. It's dumb. It's dumb on both sides. Now there were some filthy rumours going around before this fight that this was a title eliminator, and Cory is such a don for putting it all on the line against someone that no one wanted to fight, when you could have argued that he already deserved the shot. And maybe it was those big old balls that stopped him from implementing that classic Cory confusion on Umar this time around. So, Nurmagomedov versus O'Malley, Nurmagomedov versus Merab. Can anyone stop this undefeated undefeated young fighter? Let me know in the comments, and let me know your thoughts on Yoel Alvarez calling out King Green, who may or may not have regained consciousness by this point.